Welcome aboard. It's Captain G with Operation Iceberg, the invasion of Okinawa. Endgame. So when we last left, I think I'd done turn 7. Or maybe we did turn 6, turn 7 was coming up. But when Egg and I went to finish this on the next round, the Marines' progress accelerated because the Japanese defenders were few and far between. So the turns were quicker. So we just went ahead and thought it would be 1 or 2 more rolls and we're done. And then Japan ended up rolling the initiative in the last 2 rounds we played, which meant their limited number of kamikazes made it in and got to strike. So we almost sunk 2 more battleships, which would have just been Pyrrhic victories. We did sink another fleet carrier, lost the Essex as well as the Hornet, and we lost a couple more escort carriers, or maybe just 1 more. The final round, because Japan had the initiative and the 9th Division was coming in, Japan got to roll 6 kamikazes with initiative, so no defense for the US, 8 or less, and they rolled 9, 10, 11, and 12 on all the dice. Not a single hit. So the losses would have been, well, it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game in any way, shape, or form. There would have been a lot more American ships here. Certainly 6 more, including 2 battleships and a carrier. These 9th Division reinforcements, as soon as they appeared, this U.S. task force, even though the kamikazes were trying to come over here to cause damage, you can see all his Marine Corps Corsairs were coming in here to provide air cover for the fleet. They were getting wiped out every turn, so they never were able to make a presence. He did reinforce this island in case something happened and they made it through for some reason. They wouldn't just take a base at the very end and get a late turn stolen victory. So that's it. You had seen the Marines starting to push up through here, through Uchima, into this city, and then into the final air base. He consolidated his forces. The 2nd Marine Division started to arrive, which were 2 LVTs, 4 Marines, and 1 flamethrower Marine every turn through the end of the game. And that was to counter the 9th Division that was getting wiped out. Neither late reinforcement group in our game made a difference. Overall impression, this was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this game. Lots of things that are different and unique. So the beginning part, learning the rules and understanding, and then trying to interpret what that means. You know, a couple gaps, rough edges in the rules, but you get the intent. As long as Egg and I agreed on what we thought it meant and we played it that way, then it worked for us. Really liked the terrain a lot. And while it took us a while to understand why it was there, the movement restrictions really were impactful. Both Japanese inability to move and the struggles with the Marines and requiring the LVTs to go ashore with them to move the infantry, as well as the trucks to pull artillery. Egg pretty much gave up with this, and it just became a big artillery car park over here because it was 1 artillery per truck or 2 infantry, whether they be Marine, Army, or flamethrower, and he needed the troops. That all eventually got wiped out, as you can see. And I ran out of pieces and started to use chips in the dead pile, pretty much every piece I had. But if you have Axis and Allies Global 1940, even if you have Pacific, if you have the pieces for Global War 1936 or 1939, essentially you have what you need. You can chip the rest. If you don't have the specific sculpts, all these are the same type of bunker. We just have, there were so many of them, we had to use a variety of them. LVTs, if you don't have LVT, these are great sculpts. I highly recommend getting them. They're awesome. I love them. If you don't have them, then you can use your U.S. Army mechanized units to be the LVTs, and you can use your motorized units or your trucks to be trucks. We ran out of trucks, and at the end, Egg was using armored cars as trucks. So Marines, if you put a red chip under a Marine or Army, it can become a flamethrower, or you can get these really cool, where are they? They got wiped out over here. These really cool flamethrower sculpts that HPG's got available. Your choice on how you want to do it, but a lot of fun. Highly recommend it if you enjoy these games that we play and you've not played this one. All you need to do is just pick up the map and from HPG and download the rules. They're available. I downloaded the rules last year, read through them, made a parts list of what I needed, ordered them, painted them, etc. And then we got the map and played this month. So thanks for joining us on this journey. I'm going to wrap this up, clean this up, reset. Twisted Lords Con is coming up in a few weeks. Very excited about that. We'll be playing Global War 1985 in Oklahoma City. HBG will be there. Doug will be there with a number of his games and several of his designers and lots of other members of the community playing those games. I think Mark the Shark is running the Global War 36 game, and Admiral Seabass is running the 85 game, and there's several other folks going to be there. So please leave your comments. Let us know if you have questions about any of the rules, whether you have this game and you've played it and you think we've played something differently than the way you played it. We'd love feedback on that because we're eager to try this again sometime. Lots of fun. Highly recommend it. Great game from HPG. This is Captain G, over and out.